Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Right, it's now mid-morning and basically all the boats around me have gone. Ralph's been a busy man. The very good news is so I don't think, still don't know, don't think I'm going in the water today, but I do think that I'm going to be moved. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to treat my Brazilians this afternoon, which are the two strips at the bottom of the boat on the base plate where it's resting on the chocks. So I think I'm going to physically move location here, somewhere around different in the yard, but they need these chocks that I'm on, so they're going to put me on something else, and that something else will hopefully give me enough height to get underneath it to do the Brazilians, but also it will actually shimmy it along a little bit, so it's going to be resting on the freshly blacked base plate, exposing the two Brazilians for me to deal with. Result. The other thing which is a bit of a result today is someone suggested on the comments yesterday, just go to my local car paint mixing place. I didn't even think they existed, but alas they do. There's one in Watford. He said, bring me in a bit of your engine and he'll make up the paint there and then. In engine enamel in a pot with a brush, which is exactly what I want. Vitas only do the big spray tins, so I don't want that. So now I've got to get a bit of metal off, or a bit of paint off the engine. But all the big stuff's been chipped off already and that's all been discarded now. So I don't really want to take off an actual bit like the bloody gearbox and take that in. But I'll find something or other. I reckon I'm going to be moved next to that Y-beam there and put on some sleepers on the floor. I think he's got loads of boats coming in today, so all of the chocks are being used for the next couple of weeks or whatever. So that's my hunch. I'm going to be next to that rather striking Y-beam. Look at that, look at the paint job on that. White roof and dark sides is quite striking. Okay, that's that boat moved. So there's two spaces there now. I reckon I'm going to be next to that Y-beam. Ah, maybe not. Right, I am continuing to scrape back as much of this paint as I can, and then today I'm going to go to a place in Bushy and pick up some engine enamel in the right colour. So I've got to get some decent flaked bits off this to give them the colour, because there's no bits I can really take off that easily. So that's my plan. There you go, look, that boat's got anodes on the base plate. One there, one there. Oh, he's got loads. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 on the base plate. Look at that. That's beautiful. Right, I'm pretty much staying where I am, which is good. So all we're going to do is raise the boat off the ground by 3 railway sleepers, about 2 foot away from where the current chocks are. We'll just lift the boat straight up, move the chocks out of the way, and then lay it on the sleepers, and therefore I shall be able to access my Brazilians by a couple of foot, which is perfect, but also gives us enough height for me to get under it, actually do a half decent job, and also gives Ralph enough height to get in and do the anodes. Excellent. That is precision. This is another precision drop. Got to make sure there's a couple of foot between the sleepers and the Brazilians. Check it out. Pretty sure the Brazilian will be there. Perfect. Right, now I've got to get my Vitas paint. Now the boat's been moved. And that's the little bit I've got to give them. They said give them that and not a colour number. So, because someone kindly gave me the colour number on the channel the other day. Right, let's check these out. Excellent, so that's the area I've got to treat. And that actually seems like a bit of a treat. Very small, nice and easy to access. Happy days. Let's check out the other one. Here, oh no, here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, not bad. Hello, mate. Yeah, good, thanks. How you doing?
Not bad, thanks. What can I do for you?
I phoned up earlier.
Yeah.
I need a bit of paint making
That's what
up.
you got for me,
Engine enamel, and that's the only bit I got for you, mate. Do you reckon you'll be able to do something with that?
Yeah. Got that one there.
Yeah, that's pretty close, isn't it?
Mm. It's not big enough to get my camera on it, you see.
Yeah.
So it looks a bit darker to be.
Yeah, it's kind of in between them two, isn't it?
It's probably the closest, really.
Rail 1107, 1007. That's it. Right, let's have that.
Do you want that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've lucked out with this place. Right, here we go. My engine enamel, heat-proof engine enamel. In the rail number is 1007 for anyone who wants to know, and they call it daffodil yellow. So I've got half litre of that for professional use only. Oh well. Right, I'm now ready to paint the engine. I've taken as much paint off it as I can be bothered to. This is the paint I've got, so Endura enamel. You'll see there's the code for 1007, which is for Vitus orange. Well, they say Vitus call it yellow, but it's pretty orange, to be honest. And I've also got some brushes. I went to the world's most expensive shop. Well, I think it's the world's second most expensive shop after Louis Vuitton. It's Hobbycraft. But I did want to get some brushes for oil-based and enamel paint. So these ones are for enamel and these are for oil. So I thought and they're really long, so that kind of worked well. That looks right. Well, actually it doesn't, but I'm sure it is. The enamel brush is the one you use, the oil brush is rubbish. It's going on okay. Obviously, when they do it, they spray the whole lot, block spray. I'm brushing it on, and well, it's leaving brush marks, so I think it's going to need 2 coats probably. Blimey, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. And first coat, I've kind of gone over it twice where it dried. It's not going on very nicely. Ralph came over and commented it's kind of really thin paint. So, So I think it's going to need maybe 2 or 3 coats. I don't think I'm going to get much of a shine to it. We'll see what it's like when it's properly gone off, but I will get it to the point where it's all kind of one uniform colour. And it is the right colour at least. Well, I think it is. It's really hard to tell. I think it is, yeah. Because that was too orange. That had obviously discoloured slightly. Because it is Vitus yellow. That's looking a little bit more correct. This takes a bit of time, kind of getting in all of these. I've never painted an engine before, so it's kind of, I didn't really know where to start or what to do, so I started at the sump at the bottom, kind of working my way up. I'll keep the badge saying that the Techno Drive's been made in Italy. Okay, back in the boat. You remember that I took out all the, down the starboard side here, I took out all the electric cables. There's a few there still right at the end I've got to get rid of. But I need to kind of go about kind of just getting my stuff together for the first fix of electrics to come in. I've got a whole load of long runs of cables to go down here. Most of them are 2.5, but there's some 6 mil which have got to feed some of the, well, water pump basically is going to be down there. So I'm going to start to laying all this cable. And thank you so much for the coffees and PayPal and stuff. Dave, Peter, Catherine, Ben, Dan, you're the most recent ones. I have bought 160 quid's worth of cabling thanks to you guys today. So yeah, much love, greatly appreciated. Right, I'm going to call it a day today. It's kind of gone quite well. I'm still on land, which is pretty much what I wanted. And the Vetus, oh look, it's starting to go, yeah, it's starting to go the right kind of colour. But I'm not going to get a shine to it. Maybe I'm not going to have to, I don't really want to have to put a load of bloody polish on it and stuff, or wax and get it looking good. I'm just going to leave it as it is. But a couple more, well, finish that first coat. I'll do that tomorrow. And then, yeah, a couple more coats on that. But I've got to get that covered. But I've been blessed with the weather today. It's worked out fine. Oh, there's still so much to do. Right. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are well. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.